Okay, so the plan is to make a quick bonus for Hugh's PLR package that's coming out using SaaSet. So it'll be a nice demonstration. If you have SaaSet, you'll see another way of using it. If you don't have SaaSet, you might want to consider it, because this is just one of the many types of things you can do with it. If you don't know, SaaS lets you make little SaaS software applications without doing any coding. You don't have to be a programmer. You don't have to know anything about coding. So we're going to get into it. I'm not going to do loads of explanation. I'm just going to talk through as I do it. So I have got from Hugh a copy of the front end. Obviously, if you're an affiliate and you've been around a while, you won't have any problem getting a review copy of the full thing. This is a PLR product, so normally when you ask for a review copy, they only give you the PDF version. But because I know Hugh, and because I've made sales for him before, wasn't a problem for me to get the whole thing. If you are not an established affiliate and you want to do this, things you can do: contact the person and talk to them first and foremost. If they don't want to give it to you, ask if you can buy in advance a copy of just the front end. You'll pay them direct on PayPal, and you promise that you won't share it or let anyone else see it or whatever, and it is only for your benefit because you're making a bonus. And most people are going to go, all right, So I've unpacked it. Here's the whole thing. Now, I'm not going to need a lot of this. So you get articles and chat and the challenges thing and whatever else. What I'm going to do is make a little SaaS thing that configures the squeeze page, the sales page, the email sequences, and maybe even puts a link in the report back to your thing. You can take this as far as you want to take it, is the whole point of this. But I want to keep it relatively simple so that you could do this even with the most basic version of SaaSet. So first thing I'm going to do is get rid of the bits that I don't need for my bonus. So I can delete that. I will need that, but I'm going to break those down a bit more in a minute. This is how you add value to something. I don't need the document version. Obviously, people are going to make their own version of the ebook. In actual fact, I don't need the main ebook folder. Let's get rid of that. Sales page. I only really need the HTML template. It's already got the report in it in PDF formats. That's fine. Button. I don't need the PSD files. I'm going to get rid of those. Back a bit. Report. What have we got? Just having a quick look in, seeing what we've got. Again, I don't need the document version or the graphics there. That's fine. So we're going to make something that will configure the squeeze page and the thank you page and configure the sales page and the email sequence. So pretty straightforward. We need to now just make templates out of these things. What I'm going to do first actually is break down this emails thing. Let's see how many emails it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 5 email sequence. So what I'm going to do is break it into 5 separate days, because that's going to be the best way to do it. So email 1, what we'll do is we'll take this down to there, and I'm just going to make this into new text files. So we're going to call this email 1. It's opened up on my other screen. Paste that in there. Now, what I'm going to do is, where there have got to be things put in here to make it unique to the person. So for example, they're going to have their links go in here, grab your copy here and whatever. So what we will do, we'll keep this in text format, and here I'm going to put, we'll call it sales link. Tags in SaaSet are square bracket, a hash, a keyword, and another hash. And anywhere I want sales link to appear now, I want to use that uniform throughout anything. So I'm going to pop one in up here as well, like that. And down here, we're going to put in your name. So that is email one done. Save that one. Let's grab. Oh, I've got too many things open here. So let's now grab email 2. I just want to take it from the subject line again down to, oops, there. Again, going to go new text, and this is going to be email 02. As you can see, the stuff I'm doing here just takes a couple of minutes. It's nothing complicated. So we did hashtag your name, boom, for the name. And if you're in any doubt, of course, you can always open up the previous one and copy it from there so that you make sure you don't get anything wrong. So this is email 2. That says I'm going to replace that with just the link this time. And there I'm going to put it there like that. There we go. That's email 2 done. Save. Let's go back to our emails. Grab email 3. This is all quite repetitive stuff, but it doesn't take long to do. And when you, by going this extra mile, and you don't have to break the emails out. I could have just put the tags into his original email thing, but I think it's more friendly to deliver it like this. And it also means that your bonus is adding even more value because it does a bit more than the original did. Oops. Mess that up. Let me go get, grab the link again. Email 1. Keep that open on my other screen, make it quicker. One up more here, link, and this one down here, of course. I'll show you your name. Number 3 done. So I'm just going to repeat this for the last 2. Okay, that's the 5 emails done. Delete the original from there because we don't need that. And that gives us the emails broken out with the tags all in place. So now I'm going to go into, right, what we can do is we can take this and we can move it back a folder for our purposes. Like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is open this up in, and you can use any editor you like. I'm going to use a thing called Code Lobster because I like it. Notepad. The reason I like this, by the way, is for the same reason. Notepad++ does this as well to some degree, but this color codes everything. It just makes it easier to read and find the things. Now, obviously, at this stage, you're going, oh my God, that's a page of HTML and code. And yeah, but you don't need to really know what's going on. We're just going to look for the bits that we want them to be able to configure, which pretty much isn't a great deal, actually. because, and I could tidy this up because I happen to know this exit splash thing has been disabled anyway. So why even leave it in there? So we're actually going to make an even better version, and that's been commented out, so I can get rid of that. But if you don't know these things, don't worry about it. You don't really need to. So here we're going to put hashtag your company. See, let's make that company name. And now down here, we look for where the form code goes, which is right here. I'm going to put in a tag for that as well, called form code, because why not? Keep it simple. And we're pretty much done, I think. That's going to be about all we really have to change, put those tags in. So, boom, save that. Those tags are in. And there's also a thank you page. I'm going to open this up as well. Same thing again. And we'll just have a look for anything we need to configure in it. In actual fact, what I'm also going to do is just open it in a browser and look at it. Thank you for your download your exclusive course. It's a download link. That's going to work because the file's in the right folder. In fact, there's nothing to change on there. So we don't even have to worry about that one. Right, so that's done. So we now have a squeeze page that's going to be configured for them. And if we double click on it and look at this now, you'll see it's got the tag for your name. And when they hit that, boom, there is the form code tag, which will be replaced for them. So the idea is, although this is relatively easy for people to configure, a lot of people are terrified of configuring HTML. So the bonus in this case is we're going to take all that hard work away and give them a little bit of software that does it all for them. The final part of the puzzle here is going to be the sales page. Okay. So open this in your favorite editor as before. And again, what I'm going to do is just double click and okay, so there's only a couple of things on the sales page that needs changing. One is going to be we can get their button code or their link to their cart, whatever they're using, and put that in for them. We can also replace that with their name. Apart from that, there's not a whole lot else to check. Those emails, which was your name, then we only have to get them to put their name into the SaaSet thing once. So we'll put that in. Now here's the buy button. So that's a link to the image. It's not even hyperlinked. Okay, so what we'll do is we will replace. We'll just take the whole of that bit and get rid of it. Most people are going to be using like probably JVZoo or a PayPal button or whatever. So we'll just say button code and put that in for them. And then we are done. Right, save that. Close that out. Okay, so we've done all the templating bits that need doing for this. And now we would come back to here and we will just grab all of that, add it to a zip file, make sure it's zip. I call it Absolute Detox. It doesn't really matter what you call the zip file. I'm calling it that just because it's a name I'll recognize later on and I know exactly what product it is. And that is now my zip file ready to go into SaaSet. So let's get into SaaSet. I'm going to log in. What should we call it? Absolute Detox Automatic Config. Choose file. Now we want to get to. Let's get the right place here a minute. You know, it's quicker to do it this way sometimes. Okay, load the file, the zip file. It's going to go through and scan for the tags, and then we have them. So now we might want to drag them around into a different order. So we might want to ask what their name is first. Sales link will be the place that they end up uploading the sales letter to that we will ask them. Button code, that's also on the sales page. Maybe what their company name is, like that. And the form code for the landing page. Okay. Into tag editor, as you would like it to appear on the sales page and in the follow-up email sequence. Okay, and that's just a regular text entry, so we can carry on, go next. Company name, guess what? It's going to be pretty much the same thing. But what we can do, something here, a lot of people don't have a company name. So what we can do, we can make the default answer whatever they typed into the your name field. Just speeds up processing for them a little bit if that they are one and the same thing. Form code, this we're going to want a multi-line text entry box. Multi-line being these ones like this that are, as opposed to this is a single line text entry box. So to paste form code from an autoresponder, you're going to want a multi-line. There we go. Paste in your, okay. Paste in the HTML form code as provided by your autoresponder service. All right, we can't have a default answer for that because obviously everyone's form code is different. Now we want a sales link. So this is going to be what will be the URL of your sales page. In other words, where they're going to upload it. And on this one, we can put a bit of validation in. We can say this can only be a web address. Okay, there we go. And then button code, again, we're going to want to go multi-line text entry. Paste in your buy button code. This will be HTML from Warrior Plus, ClickBank, JVZoo, or we can give them loads of examples really, PayPal, or whichever payment you choose to use. There we go. No default answer again. Okay, when it's finished, we will going to give them a download link. The download text will just be download. The finish button will just say finish. We can make the buttons and things look different. I have mine set up to default to a set of like blue background. The only thing I'm going to change here is the font color because I think the font color looks better in white on that. Pop into functions. Do I want them to save and load? I don't need, this doesn't need save and load because it's literally only asking them 5 questions. They don't need to be able to save and come back to it. We can leave the start over button turned on. And I'm not going to, normally I'd lock it to my domain. For this example, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to leave the powered by button on because I want to advertise SaaSet. Thank you very much. Finish. Okay, let's just give this a little test now. So, what is your name? My name is Andy Brocklehurst. Next. What's my company name? And notice it defaults to that, but if I wanted to change it to something like that, I could do. Paste in your autoresponder form code. Okay, well, let's do this as if we were really doing it. So I'm going to jump over to Aweber. And this is my dummy Aweber account that I use for testing and things, as you can see. So I'm just going to use the sign up form I've got for the 2-week diet. It's not strictly speaking correct. Let's just preview it and see what it says. Yeah, that's okay. We'll have that one. Publish. And I would install it, HTML, copy that. Okay, I'm going to come back here and paste that in there. Next. See how much easier this is going to be for the customer. And say they've registered the domain, I don't know, they've registered a domain called, or they've got a domain called, you know, diet product, I'm making this up, diet, let's say that they own the domain bestdietproducts.net / and they're going to put it in a folder called Absolute Detox. So that's where that will be. Now we need our buy button code. I will make one up. Actually, what I'll do is I'm just going to go and grab one from, say, Warrior Plus. Boom. Click Finish. They will then get a ready to download thing like this. And if I open that up, let's just have a look, make sure it's worked. So the squeeze, look at the sales page. Best of luck, it's got my name in it. Boom, it's got my buy button in it. So you see, and the benefit of this is when I promote this, I can say, look, we all know when you buy PLR, you quite often don't even get it, ever do anything with it. So I'm giving you a fast start way. Here's the email, says email number 1. So it's got my link in it. Now I could have taken this further as well. SaaSet's got a URL shortener feature built in, so I could have shortened the URL out and all of that. But you see the emails have got the name, my links already in them. These are literally ready to be dropped straight into an autoresponder sequence. So there we go. That is how to make a really quick and simple bonus for something using SaaSet. I hope you find it useful.